about to do a 10-minute ab focus flow using your own body weight. Let's go.
Okay, so I lied and I actually ended up using weights for this. I used 3-pound weights, but you can definitely do this using your own body weight or lower weights such as 1 to 2 pounds. I started off in a plank position here and I started moving through a downward dog back into plank, almost making little circles with my body. This just really warms you up for movement and starts to get that core nice and engaged. And then from here, I lifted my right leg up and I did little tiny pulses. I recommend doing about 10 of each, but it's really up to you, whatever feels good. Then just bringing that leg up into a 3-legged dog and then touching that knee outside your elbow, bringing it back up into a downward facing dog, crossing over to the opposite side, and then lowering back into your knee to your nose, extending out into 3-legged dog, and doing the exact same on the opposite leg. So little pulses on the left leg. Again, I like to do about 10 of these. Then moving up to a 3-legged dog, bringing that left knee to the left elbow, crossing over to the right elbow, and then pulling that knee into your nose, holding for a couple seconds, and then lowering back into a plank. Drop those knees, feel that stretch in your child's pose. Just release here for a couple seconds, and then coming back up, getting ready to move onto our backs. Resting your head in your hands here, bringing your knees into tabletop. We're just going to take bicycles, so rotating your elbow to your opposite knee, staying up off the mat, really engaging that core as you twist through your abdominals. Then bringing both of those knees to your chest and extending out, so your whole body is lengthening. Your arms are extending out as your legs extend out as well. I like to do about 5 to 10 of these. And on your last one here, open your legs wide and bring them back together for little toe taps. However many that feel good to you, bringing your knees to your chest and rocking back up to sit. Taking a nice breather here. We're really moving, so it's important to take a moment to pause. Grabbing your weights if you're using them and extending your leg out with one leg in tabletop, and we're just lifting up, really moving through our abdominals here. And then switching to that opposite leg. Again, we're going to do about 10 of these, but whatever feels good. Then rocking up to sit and dropping the weights for a second for a little breather. Picking them back up as we move into our next move. We're extending our arms and legs in opposite directions. So as we bring our arms in, the weights drop to the mat with the legs as they come up. So it's a little bit of a crunch and extension. Now we're bringing our knees to our chest and extending the legs out. We're bringing our arms from a T to a full extension, still holding these weights and really engaging our abdominals here. And drop those weights. Hug your knees into your chest, rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Look over that right shoulder and that left shoulder. Just take a breath and sit back up onto your forearms, your knees into your chest and extending them out. This is a really great way to engage your abdominals without putting a lot of stress on your neck. Getting ready to extend our legs out, dropping that right leg to the mat and then that left. Just alternating these heel taps to the mat, bringing them back up. You can drop your legs a little bit lower if that feels good for you. Just make sure we're not overextending our back. And dropping those knees to the mat. Shake it out for a second. Coming up onto our sit bones, getting ready to do some work in our triceps. Lifting our body up as we bend our arms back. You can extend your feet out a little bit more for more challenge. I like to do 10 of these, and at the end we're going to do little pulses. And now just taking our hands and rotating them in towards our body. This is going to target a different muscle group within our arms, so we're really doing the most here. And now moving on to our knees, we're going to do some more arm work with the weights or using our body weight, extending our arms to either side with a weight in each hand. We're just going to do about 10 of these, really activating those biceps here. Now adding on a little bit, we're extending our arms to the side and then out in front of us. Now I'm going to show you guys the back view just so you can see a little bit better. Bringing our arms into our chest and strengthening right out there. So we're really getting into our triceps. Getting ready to pulse here at the top. Again, I like to do about 10 of these, but you do you. Then moving into little tiny circles, making sure that our hands are above our hips. The higher your arms are, the more you're going to feel this. And you still want to make sure that you're engaging your core here as well. So we're not just leaning forward and letting it all go. We still want to act like we're wearing a corset, sucking our core back towards our spine. Then we're going to punch our arms towards our midline here. And coming back up to center. Extending our arms out and bringing them in front of our chest. Do about 10 of these. And you're all done. Take a second to stretch it out. You earned it. Feel how much stronger you feel in not only your body, but also your mind. Think about the intention that you had for this practice and thank yourself for showing up. And thank you for joining me.